baby. Hi, baby. Oh, I wanted to show you. Look at this cool shirt I bought at Martin's because it was so hot. It was not so hot, but I got hot today and all I had was a long sleeve shirt on, but it's a Yeti shirt. But look at the back. Yeah, and it's $10. What is that a T-Rex foot on a cookie? That's a smart Tookie right there. That's a Tookie with a short arm. Look at this. This was a hat he was trying to make off the start, but feel this. I think this is buckskin, he said. What's that? Oh, that's a cute idea. That's cool. Yeah. And then I got, this is when he died. He's got so much leather in his house, it's freaking wild. But yeah, he's got all kinds of scraps and stuff. Like, wants me to just try to laser him out and try to see what I can do on him. So I'm excited to do that. That'll be cool. I think you'd really like his girlfriend. She's funny though. She's wicked funny. She reminds me a lot of you. Tommy's he's like best friends with Jake, right? And he's like, I think that you're the reason Jake and I became best friends. And I was like, yeah, Jake don't like me right now. And he's like, why? I was like, RuneScape. He fucking lost it laughing. Yo, what up, Martinez? I just couldn't tell what your name is. Alma? Michael, oh my God, it's the Rothschild again. Again, he's back. What goes on, my friends? And did you ever ask your uncle where he got that letter? I'm cooking a pizza. I did hear Mike Huckabee say something funny though. He said that he said something was about as fake as a kosher pork chop, and I lied. I'm good. Just got home from work a little while ago. I worked 60 hours this week and 60 hours last week. Oh yeah, wait, I love you, bro. You too, my guy. You're the good Rothschild. Yeah, I worked 60 hours this week, 60 hours last week, 60 hours the week before. So that's been fun. I can only work 60 hours. That's like the max. They had to take stuff off of my truck today because they're like, he's only got 11 hours to work. We can't put more on him. And I'm like, oh, great. And I punched out like exactly at 11 hours. So that was a grand old time. I love coming home at 10 o'clock. Hi, Kat. What up? Wait, Ouija. How you doing, brother? Okay, Ouija. He's just so darn cute. What are you up to? I worked approximately 30 hours. Nice cat. Yeah, he is a pretty cool cat. He's like Pete the cat. I worked approximately 60 hours. Dang, brother, where do you work at? Like, or not, you don't have to tell me where you work at, but like what industry are you in? Like what field? Don't say banking. Finley, cut it out. What are you doing, you weirdo? What is that? Is that like peanut butter? What the heck? I hope it's peanut. Leprechaun. I mean, he could be a leprechaun if he really wanted to. That'd be a cool career choice. I don't know how you get into that field. If you were a scarecrow, I could understand how you'd be in a field. Finances, family work, yeah. Boom, shh. Saw that one coming. Do you get a lot of harassment with that being your account name? I have like this Twitter account that I post just like random stuff on, and that shit got community noted, not community noted, but like marked as hazardous or some shit. I don't know, because I was posting AI images of Netanyahu and Trump as Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck fishing on a dock. So I thought that was a little strange. Everyone have a good week, though? Mr. Cassie. Mr. Cassie. Okay. You know how there are some girls named Ashley, and there's some boys named Ashley? Do you think April could be an appropriate boy's name? Or do you think that's only a girl's name? I just don't know if I could ever imagine a dude being named April. Oh, you want to see something sick? My friend made me these wallets. Like, handmade me these wallets. They got to be broken in a little bit because they're like nice leather, but he just made these like up real quick. April's a pretty feminine name. I know a man named Stacy. See, a man named Stacy, that one's interesting too. I don't know if I've ever come across that. Like a name, what else are some other feminine, but could also be I don't even think they're masculine, just like neutral names, I guess. A different gender. Yeah, I feel like if Logan. Yeah, Logan's a good one. Yeah, that's good. I knew a girl named Andy, but it was spelled with an I. Which my name's Andrew, but people call me Andy. So I was like, that's still kind of weird because is her name Andrew? I know. Yeah, my doctor's name's Logan. And she's a girl, but I know a guy named Logan who's a cop. So, yeah. Emily. Do you know any boys named Emily? Because that's an interesting one. That I could see that maybe. Yeah, I know one or two. It's like dope as my opinion. I mean, I could see it. There was a guy at a McDonald's that when we'd go play sports in high school, we'd like stop at McDonald's on the way back, and this guy's name was Anthony, but people called him Tony. I mean, I don't not like Pokemon. I can't say that I've played Pokemon in the last like 10 years maybe. I think the last one I played was like Sapphire. Is Florian, but I'm a woman and Florian is a man's name, even though I think it sounds feminine. Florian. See, Florian I think could be both, because Florian, F sounds are kind of like, they just make my mouth sound feminine. Florida, flowers. It kind of just reminds me of flowers, maybe. Tony. Yeah, he was the manager, though, so you have to put some respect on his name. Like, you don't mess with Tony. Fluoride? Luigi, what up, brother? Now, I gotta go check the pizza. What up? Hockey boys. What's cracking? Do you wipe, I don't know, do you wipe front to back or back to front? And then I'll tell you. I have a bidet. I know I look homeless, but I'm bougie as shit. Okay, well, my camera decided to just be a crackhead. Wipe side to side. Good call. I don't know why my camera is literally, what is it doing? Maybe this gimbal got me all jacked up. Wipe side to side is wild behavior. I've never even heard anything close to that before, but yeah, I guess. Why not? Even my gimbal agrees with you. It's like, yes, brother, side to side. Play the song Wine Me and Dine Me by Turo. Oh, I thought you meant you play that when you wipe. I mean, music while you wipe, that's an interesting life choice, but I could see it's like walk-up music, like at a baseball game. You know, like fucking Dire Straits starts playing Money for Nothing. You hit a walk-off home run, you wipe, throw your bat. Any favorite hobbies? UPS is my only hobby right now. I like lots of stuff. I like live music, I guess, if you don't want to get copyright yeah. I'm probably not going to play any music right now. I don't want to do any. I don't even want to I don't want to be put on the government's radar in any way, fashion, shape, or form. But I will check it out, though. I've been writing down a bunch of stuff. Bidets are awesome. Yeah, bidets are awesome. I got mine on clearance at Walmart, which actually probably takes away a little of the bouginess. But I mean, for like $5, I wasn't not gonna buy it. Any thoughts on black magic? Like, what do you mean black magic? Like the camera stuff or like actual magic? Because then I think you're supposed to spell it with a K. I don't know though. You look like you would be good at unicycling, not in a derogatory way. Well, I'm not good at unicycling, but I have a one wheel. It's kind of like a unicycle. I dumped that shit going 26 miles an hour this summer though, which was not fun. And I was carrying my groceries back from like the grocery store. So I had all my shit. And usually it'll give you some like feedback, like it'll like haptically like shake, or just not like shake because that's like a death wobble, but it'll like push back a little bit. This time it didn't. It just like gave out, the nose planked. I Supermaned, my groceries went flying, my bread flew out of the bag, a Go-Gurt. I had Go-Gurt on my shoe. But when I got home and I went and checked the Go-Gurt to see which one exploded to get rid of it, none of them had ruptured. What was on my shoe? I don't know. But I was like, I could see my house from where I crashed. Like I was like right down the road. And it was probably like a good 2-mile ride on my one wheel. Get a nose job? Yeah, right, buddy. I could take out a spice rack at 100 yards with these nostrils. I'm like the Daryl Strawberry of UPS packages. You know what it was? Probably a street splooge. That's wild behavior too. Texas. I went to college with a kid named Thomas from Texas that I played baseball with. But he came to northern Maine. I actually also played baseball with a kid from Caracas, Venezuela, and he'd never seen snow before. And he got off the airplane in Presque Isle, Maine, in a snowstorm, like 13 degrees below zero. So that was a good introduction for him. I'm sure he really enjoyed that. Rip a fart for us cavemen. I'm not a fart maxer. If I fart, she's going to be the risk ratio 70-30. Like if the risk of shitting yourself is over 30%, you can't do it. Like, and as a honorable man, I would have to tell you the truth if I shit myself on live stream. Fart maxing, oh my God, that guy's videos, I hope you're talking about that Asian guy that eats a bunch of kimchi and like tries to rip ass everywhere he goes, because like, I am a fan. He has Nazi tattoos. Who has Nazi tattoos? Pete Kegsbreath, Secretary of War Crimes. Thomas Barker. You know what's Barker? I deliver on a street called Barker Street, and every day I call it Baker Street. I don't have any Nazi tattoos. What are you talking about? That's wild behavior. And can you say hoof-hearted? Hoof-hearted. What? Cool Whip. W tattoos. Thank you. I got this one. I got money isn't real. Experiences are. This B is a hex. I've got a giant one on my leg. I've got my ribs done. Your algorithm is special. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's some wild things popping off in my algorithm. It either ranges from RuneScape to everyone asking me if I play Roblox. Some people ask me if I'm Jewish. A lot of Charlie Kirk conversation comes up. Yo, random, what cracking? I was talking about the Nazi tat. I don't know what Nazi tats you're talking about. I mean, I'm super into history. Do you play Stardew Valley? No, I've heard of it, though. My son's told me about it. Know what I'm saying? Gnome? Like Gnome Child? We got some RuneScape fans? Old school RuneScape? My pizza burnt? Nope, not yet. She's getting close, though. Whew. Are you God? No, but I look like Jesus. Or I look like a guy that's trying to look like a guy that wants to look like Jesus. I'm not sure if that's a cult leader. Hey, Helen, dude, I just saw you. Oh, my God. People seeing each other in other chats. What's the subject at the moment? Well, in my brain, the subject is whether or not my pizza was just burnt. There's a lot of chatting going on right now. We have a good weekend, Cena. Yeah, have a good weekend. I enjoy Texas. I hope it's warmer than here. We're currently getting more snow. Yesterday, space is flat. What on God's green flat space are you talking about? Christopher, I could tell by Christopher. That means your username's a little right on the nose, but you best check on that pizza, my dude. I just did. It's not that bad. I'm kind of like, I like my pizza a little bit burnt. Not like burnt, but unless you guys are like, I'm cooking my pizza at 420, I mean, I don't know if that's the right temperature or not. Can you shout out my grandson, Jace Atwood? Jace Atwood, if you're in here, I'm sorry you're probably going to hear something that's outrageous. If that's your grandmother in here, I am interested in how you got here, but I appreciate you for being here. I hope he has a great birthday. It's not his birthday, I just shout him out, sorry. I'm a YouTuber. Hey, man, I am like to ramble on live. Did I just see you at Barbaria Reef? My broski, brother, I'm telling you, I'm still on the mission. We're on mission, holy cow. 422 is 422. Oh, brother, wait, did you know that a microwave is just a clock that can heat things up? Hey, man, I'll take love from anywhere. I hope things were all right in Tel Aviv. I saw a music video that showed me that there were not some things that were right there. I have 4 subscribers. Hey, man, that's awesome. That's a start. I've gotten more subscribers in the last month than I did in like the entire 4 months that it took me to start my YouTube stuff. But I've always just wanted to just go on here and ramble. So they're having raves in Tel Aviv. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are having raves in Tel Aviv. I'm sure there's a light show like you would not believe. Are you an electrician? No, I'm a UPS driver. Close though. FaceTime someone, man. FaceTime someone, man. I don't know what you mean by that. FaceTime someone, man. I gotta take my pizza out though, brother. Woo! Steamy in here. Oh, it's hot. My face is gonna be steaming up. Never mind, I'm just gonna rotate it. She needs a little rotate and twist. A little pinch and twist. Every UPS driver is chill as fuck. Why is that? It's because UPS is somewhere between a Marine Corps boot camp and a Quaker meeting. So we're kind of brainwashed that all of our bosses are always watching us at all times. So we got to be chill. Because it's like when you live under such power, they just crush your soul. I'm sure it's because you have to be okay with yourself in that UPS truck for 10 hours a day plus by yourself. I actually have worked 60 hours this week and it's not even Christmas. If you can't like be chill and like cope with what's going on in your environment in there, then like you're never gonna make it. So it's like they kind of weed them out. I grew up with some kids whose dad's a UPS driver all the time. Yeah, dude, it's like and like not to like be all this way, but like UPS recently like offered the drivers a buyout. They're trying to lay off a bunch of people. FedEx actually just passed UPS in market cap, I think. I've been there 10 years. I'm 30 plus, like right around 30. So it's like a third of my life has been there. But I applied for the buyout to leave because like when I said it's like a cult, like I've been in CrossFit, I've studied cults, like I've always been interested in, and like they get you to think about it when you're not even at work. Like I can't leave work and not think about it. It's fucked up. Like I'm constantly hearing a UPS truck beep, or if someone else is driving me, I'm like doing the safety rules in my head and being like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Don't drive like that. Oh, like wait about this person. That's a stale green light. And then people are like, shut the fuck up, dude. And I'm like, sorry, I can't help it, man. Like, but they drill it into you. Like it's like a bleed brown sort of thing. But I don't know. I love UPS itself. Not UPS. I love the like my customers, and I love seeing people every day and helping them out, or like the old ladies that are like, hey man, thank you for bringing, they don't say man, but like, hey, I thank you for bringing my package up the stairs or whatever. Like there's so many things that like I appreciate about it. But when my boss is like, send me a text and it's like, do you understand how many people's homes lives you're ruining because they have to come and help you? Mind you, if they set the runs up correctly, no one would have to come and help me. And it's also like, I've given up more of my family life for my boss than my boss has ever given up for me and my family life. Like, it blows my mind. It's like they don't care. Like UPS wouldn't pee on me if I was on fire unless I was on the inside of the UPS truck so they could save the truck. It's not even like being an employee. It's like it also just sucks. Like I've been a top rate driver for like 5 years. No, 4 years. I have my own run. There's nowhere to go. Like I've hit the ceiling and I've got 20 more years. It's like I want to be able to walk after, you know, like I'm a tiny dude. Like I have the bulkiest run. but I'm in town. Like, I'm closer to the building, but it's like I'm still doing 90 miles round trip a day. And it's like I got the biggest fucking truck and I got to walk down camp roads and all this other wacky things. And they're like, why are you an hour paid over? It's like, because I had to walk a quarter of a mile down a dark, spooky road to deliver this Amazon package, which probably was next day air Pop-Tarts, because you guys couldn't put it on the truck that already drove by here in the daylight. Like, anyone who's in management there, like, is not, never succeeded as a driver. Like, if you hear the stories of anyone who's like an on-road supervisor or like hot in management, like regionally, like, they were all drivers trying to become full rate drivers and they got in an accident. They did something and then they couldn't become drivers, because if you get in any accident, like in your first whatever time starting, like you go on a year probation, you go back to the preload or wherever you were, and you can't even sign a bid. So it's like they fail out of that and then they're like, oh, that was scary or whatever. And then they're like, I'll just become a manager. It's like those who can't do teach. Those who can't teach become management. It like blows my mind. Either accept it or quit. Anything else is just insanity. Yeah, man, that's why I like this buyout. Like, they're offering $150,000. They're offering a year of insurance, which, like, the insurance is crazy because I had a health issue last year. I was in the hospital for like 4 days. It cost $150,000. I had to pay like $150,000. And my cat's name's Luigi Mangione. Just so everyone knows, I'm not a huge like proponent of us not being able to just go to the doctor anyway. Everyone should have that good of health care. Yeah, it is. And it's like, I have a child and it's like, he's like, that insurance has been a lifesaver. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like if I'm working 60 hours every week and it's like this almost, there's no Christmas, there's nothing. Like, why am I working 60 hours? Oh, it's because instead of going 10 runs so everyone can have less stops, they're like, we can do it with 7. Let's just do it with 7. And it's like, or we don't. Like, baffles me. But they're not out there doing it. They're not the ones that are risking their life going down some like icy road for Amazon envelopes when Amazon is just like eating our butt anyway. Like, but when, like, this could be the first time in my life where I have a life. Like, I have no idea what to do about this. Like, it's kind of a scary thought. I don't know. It's like everybody I know knows me as their UPS guy. What if, like, what happens after that? What if when I'm not the UPS guy? That's dead? Oh, that's too bad. What do you mean the battery's dead? I mean, it's dead. It ceases to exist. But I really want to take a year and like try to focus on like making myself healthier, getting back into fitness. Like, there's so many things but I want to document a lot of it. Like, I love creating things. I've always had like wanted to do art or creative things and I've just never been able to like find an outlet. Or I also like to debate with people. I want to get some people in here that just want to argue also. So, I don't know. Went off on a little tangent there, sorry. My pizza, it didn't burn. Thoughts? Come out all right? Dude, you are homeless? I am homeless. That's why my DJI Mic Mini's battery's fully charged. Simex, what up? You hate debating? I do hate debating quite a lot. I like being right. No, I want, like, I think that everyone, even like whatever it is, like if you have a different point and I have a different point, they should be out in the open to have some sunlight put on them. Like, you can change my mind, maybe I can change your mind. Someone change somebody's mind. Somebody needs to be corrupted, and who's gonna do it? Ow. Wild. What a wild time. Gotta go. Hey, you too, smooches. Good night. Hey, look, everyone, gonna give a good Luigi check-in. This is Luigi Mangione. He hates healthcare CEOs, Fourth Amendment audits, but he really loves ice cream and no-bake cookies. Yeah, you sure do, eh? That little white spot's coming in pretty good there, bud. Dude, yeah, I thought the pizza actually did come out pretty good, and I should have bought it. There was a pizza cutter at Martin's today, and I should have bought it because we don't have one. And, like, I gotta go find a knife and make sure it's sharp. He is very fluffy. He's a Maine Coon cat, which is like why the Maine Gioni part, because his name was going to be Saddam Hussein, but the last cat I had with a dictator name like didn't end up well. But his name was Chairman Meow, so I figured we would just kind of keep the theme. But he's cute. He's only like 5 months old or something like that. He's going to be a brute. Yeah. Well, I had other names picked out too, but Saddam Hussein was going to be a pretty good one. Someday. Like Saddam and Saddam's friend would have been good if you got 2 cats. Ayatollah Cat Mani. Bro, I do need to trim it up a bit. Yeah, she's getting a little out of hand. But you know what? Let my freak flag fly. Seizure. This is the type of beard for someone that gets paid to touch grass. I go outside only when I'm getting paid. Just kidding. But most of the time I'm at UPS, so I guess it kind of... Like Blair Ramus 911. That's... Feel how crusty his head is? Why? Oh, from the ice cream? Yeah, he stuck his head in a bowl of ice cream container earlier. I had to sharpen a knife. I was thinking about trim, but you know, I can't do the mirror like to do it straight, because I always like zip a part of it, and then my son makes fun of me because I have to trim a bunch of it. Leaking roof. Yeah, that happened before we bought the house. This is a recent purchase. We've been only here a year. And I've only never had time to work on it because of the UPS thing. But no, there's no like active leak. I don't know if maybe something spilled. There's like a room over here that's like an attic. Something. Blood stain. No, because I don't like blood. I got stitches. You can't see it, but I almost cut through the web of my thumb. I needed like 15 stitches in that hand. And I don't do good with blood. Like faint. Like bleh. I'd be done. Like I cut my son's umbilical cord, and I don't know how I did it. Probably just like the pure adrenaline of seeing a child, like your child being born, because I was like almost positive I was gonna just quease out and faint. Ugh. The thought of it makes me woozy. The action of it was okay. I mean, I've wiped his ass, I guess, so I guess it's probably just the same sort of love. Pardon, washing a dish or a knife real quack. Speaking of bloodstain, though, you guys ever play The Sims? You need a good haircut and trim. I mean, I appreciate that. Maybe someday I will. Just not feeling it right now. Maybe once I get out of UPS, I'll feel like I deserve it. But right now, there's I'm the only one at UPS. Well, there's actually one of my best friends that looks like me too. But so many people get caught up in just being what UPS wants them to be that they lose who they are. So I've always just had like the longer hair, or tried to, in the beard. I only grow the beard out because I had a Ron Jeremy mustache for like 5 years. And like I'm a shorter, skinnier dude, so my UPS shorts, when they always would ship them, are tiny. I look like the dude from Reno 911, but instead of a pair of handcuffs, I brought you a box. I had a lady walk out to me and call me a snack one day with this mustache. So as soon as I could grow a beard, I did. You ever try ranch with pudding? I don't like ranch. Any white sauce, like I don't know, mayonnaise isn't really like a sauce. I don't know what mayonnaise is. But I don't like Alfredo sauce. I don't like cheese sauce, really. Any white sauce just doesn't do it for me. Probably a little bit of my tism, but you know, I'll take it. If it makes it so I don't like white sauces, but I maxed on RuneScape, it was a fair trade. Are you a blue cheese fan? I don't like blue cheese either, but I was just curious. Because I always got blue cheese and ranch mistaken also. Also, anyone ever have any of those little like fruit pies that come in the little wax wrappers? When I was little, I like lemon. Oh, I still like lemon, but my grandmother bought me one of these little lemon pies. Unboiling beef. Oh, dude, someone told me about that literally tonight. I was at my friend's house and he was telling me about What is that with the beef tongues called for tacos? It starts with a C, maybe. I don't do good with like organ meat, so I don't know how I would do with tongue. I mean, probably if you didn't tell me it was tongue, I would probably be okay with it because it might be a little bit of mind over matter. But I'm a big textures person. Like, I live in an area where seafood and like lobster and stuff is huge. I hate lobster. Not even the taste, just like the mouth feel. Like I don't want it. I don't want it. Starts with an L. I'll never guess it. But I literally, my friend was talking, we were talking about those tonight. He said they were delicious. He said some guy also gave him a fried pickerel liver, something like that. He said it was disgusting. Which, like, yeah, I would imagine. I'm not gonna eat that on camera because the last time I ate a piece of pizza on camera was a horrifying experience for myself. I felt so self-conscious. Every part of my body was like, don't talk with your mouth full. But then there's so many chats going by and I was like, oh my God, I gotta talk with my mouth full. You want a piece of pizza, muffin? Whoa. Huh? Yeah. Yes or no? Yeah. Do. So what's everyone else up to tonight anyway? Everyone got any exciting plans for this weekend? Or did anyone do anything exciting on this Friday? I hate this gimbal. I wish I had not put my camera on this. I gotta get a better gimbal. Not a better one, I guess, just one that doesn't smack my microphone little receiver. And like, I bought a MagSafe like adapter for it, chilling at the moment, blazing nice. Yeah, I need to hit a dab. I don't know if I got any dabs left. I'm in bed sick for probably the rest of the week. Oh, oof. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. Tastes like regular beef after you remove the membrane. Yeah, so it would be like a membrane would be like the thing on the back of ribs. Like when you're smoking ribs or something, you peel that thing off of it. Same idea. I know, yeah. Or I think like if you don't peel like the fat off a brisket or something too, you get that weird like, yeah. Anybody know how bird feathers are grown? What do you, I hope you feel better. Is it something that just came, are you like a cold, a flu, or something that just came out of nowhere, or? One second, I'll be right back. Here you go, muffin stuffins. I love you. Smells like popcorn in here. Or am I having a seizure? Stroke. It really smells like popcorn in here. Huh. That's interesting. What up? Yeah, I just bought this today at like a discount salvage store. I paid $9 for this sucker. It was like 50 degrees out and warm for a part of the morning before, or part of the day before it turned into whatever this is again. So that's fun. So I bought a shirt because all I had was a long sleeve shirt under my UPS shirt and it was hot as shit for a bit. But yeah, I like it too. It's got like a cool texture to it. Oh, boys, oh, boys, oh, boys. Anyone play any games? Anyone got any, like, what are your favorite bands? What do you guys like for music? What, baby? Oh, Luigi's going after pizza. That ain't good. I gotta figure out something to do. Yeti is like Carhartt. You know what's like, I'm not anti-Yeti. I like this shirt a lot, but like, I don't know if you ever heard of Orca. I prefer like Orca branded coolers and stuff like that. Because I think that their stuff is still made in the United States, but I'm not 100. Bloodhound Gang. Like Little Jeff Bloodhound or like Bloodhound like Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo? But I like a lot of Carhartt. I have a Carhartt hoodie that I wear every day underneath my UPS shit because like I hate the UPS jackets and stuff. They were okay at one point. They had like nice 3M Thinsulate in them and stuff, but now they're just like trying to like save a bunch of money and whatnot, and then just the shit just getting so what. Like our uniforms are like if you have different shirts, pants are like different hues. Like you might have a new UPS shirt that's supposed to be brown. Like UPS has a trademarked color. It's called Pullman Brown. And it's like everything's supposed to be that color, but it's like the new shit is not that color. But speaking of brown, look at these sweet wallets my friend handmade me. So we're gonna yeah. So these are sick. I just got these today and they're like really nice. I played baseball too, so they like just give me remnants of like getting a nice new baseball glove. They smell yummy too. Anyone 3D print or anything? What are you guys' hobbies? I mean, do you remember me from the other stream? Jojo Judge. I don't 100% remember you. Did you say what's something I wear Yeti because I'm big? Yeah, I have noticed this shirt is longer than a lot of my other shirts. That would be like this length. I do kind of like that, but also I feel like anytime I sit up, like I'm like pulling on it. I don't know. It feels kind of weird. Like I'm like not used to it. But maybe I should just stop sitting like a shrimp and all hunched over. That might help also. Metal decaying in my metal detecting. Oh, that would be sweet. My son has a metal detector. We live like near a coastline and there's like a dump spots and like my girlfriend goes and picks a lot of sea glass. And I would like to get a metal detector to go and like check some of that shit out. Let me show you guys some of the stuff she's got. Yeah, we hotbox this room a lot. The guy who actually owned this house before me grew weed for like 20 years. There's like ledgers and stuff in the drawers with money. You need help? The cat won't leave the pizza alone. Oh my Lord, Luigi. I'm gonna try my. Oh, I got a magnet fishing thing. Moxie won't leave the pizza alone? Oh, because I came downstairs. I got a magnet fishing thing for my son not that long, like I think last Christmas. We haven't had a chance to use it yet either, but I'm super excited to. He also got a paddleboard, so I'd like to take the paddleboard out a little bit and try it. Sorry if my camera gets all cattywampus. There's like, how many pound magnet do you have? I think the one we got is like 50 or something. I'm just gonna take this off the gimbal and hold it. This is silly. This thing will be flopping all over the place. I was in the stream where you talked about baseball. Was it a couple days ago? I'm sorry if I didn't remember you. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest to remember people. I'm putting all of my UPS skill of remembering people by odd things. Like I can tell somebody, like if somebody came to take packages from me to help me out and like they were wondering where a house was, I could give them the most ridiculous detail to remember how I would get to that house every day. You have a 73.5 pound magnet. That's pretty wild. I bought these 2 magnets that are like have hooks on the bottom and they're supposed to be like 60 pounds each. And I was like, oh, that would be fun to mount one of my 3D printers to a ceiling like that and try to print something while it was hanging. But I don't really want to risk a 3D printer like that right yet. But maybe someday, if I can make enough 3D printing videos that they'll send me a free printer somehow. That's my goal for this year, is to get a company to send me a free 3D printer. So let's make that a goal. If we can make that happen, I would print everybody little articulated dragons. Yeah. Yeah, that is dead. Rip. And that battery bank is dead. Rip. Everything's dead. Oh, so someone was talking about Bloodhound Gang. Does that mean you listen to CKY? Or like the old Viva La Bam music? Get a little bit of hymn action in here. It's okay. I have studio ceilings in my old house. I tore it out into problems with the plumbing. Yeah, thankfully there's no plumbing up there. There's no water. There's like they replaced the roof. Like this has a brand new roof on it, so I'm assuming that's probably the reason why they replaced it. Him, yeah, I used to listen to that shit all the time. I was like a big, like not emo, I guess, because I didn't have the swoopy hair because of my hairline probably. But I was just like super into like that angsty teen, like hopeless romantic. Like I like to Treyu, a lot of that, like stuff like that. Jackass theme. I just watched so much Viva La Bam because I didn't have cable or satellite as a kid. We had 3 TV channels, and one was public broadcasting, one was Canadian, and one was just like NBC. So there wasn't a lot of anything like that. So I bought a Viva La Bam season at Walmart, and that shit was crazy. I never really liked My Chemical Romance. In my later age, like I appreciate music a little bit more as a whole. So it's like I like some of their songs. Like I said, I never went out and sought out listening to a My Chemical Romance song. It's the same thing with like, I'll listen to AC/DC, but will I ever go to my computer and be like, AC/DC? No. But I mean, if it comes on, like I know the words to TNT. Did you know that the lead singer of My Chemical Romance is like Joe Rogan's cousin or something wild like that? Candace Smokers. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, when where I live right now is where I grew up, like this town. I moved to the northern part of the state, like the most northern part of the state, and one side of the road I would deliver to would be the US, and then the other entire side of the road would be Canada. And they would have to like go around the US side to get in their driveway, but then go onto the Canadian border. It was so fucking wild. During COVID, there's a golf course that was like the clubhouse was on the Canadian side, but the parking lot was on the US. And he had a pro shop on the US, so I would usually leave packages there, but one day he needed a signature. So I fucking darted across the lawn into Canada, knocked on the door, ran back across, and then just stood on the American side like, I guess. No one ever came and arrested me. Do you like Heart Attack Man? I don't know quite what Heart Attack Man is, but one other time, me and my friend is it like a movie or a game or like a show? One time, me and my friend were kayaking, and my sister has a camp on this little spot in Maine, and it's right next to Canada too. And we're going out, we were gonna go rip one. And we get on this little island, and we get out of our kayaks, and we go up into the woods and try to find a little spot. And we look up, and there's a sign that says, "The Tourism Bureau of New Brunswick welcomes you." And we're like, holy shit, we're in a different country right now. Ran across. I think the only Power Man 5000 song I know is probably When Worlds Collide. I didn't even, it's like if you ever heard America, the band, where it's like, went through the desert on a horse with no name. I just heard another one of their songs the other day. I didn't even know they had other songs. I was walking through Dollar General and I heard this weird noise on the music, and I was like, what is that band? I was like, is that America? Yeah, and it was fucking America. It's rock music. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's Rob Zombie's brother. Power Man 5000 is Rob Zombie's brother. And the new Linkin Park lead singer is a girl, right? Kelly, thoughts on have you heard any new Linkin Park? You don't want to go there? Is it bad? Why? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I will say I've seen Journey, and they have a little like Asian lead singer, and if you close your eyes when you're there, you would not know that is not just the original singer. I can't think of his name at the moment. I always, just to mess with people, anytime a Journey song comes on, I will hit them with I love Boston, or Man Foreigner Rocks, just so that they're like really thrown off, because they sound similar enough, but they're just not the same. Balding with a ponytail will always be funny. Brother, balding with a ponytail is my life's goal. I have been trying to get this since I was 6 years old. I have had man, you're lucky I don't have just a rat tail. You know what? I had high and tights until I was 14 years old because my dad was a Marine at 17 years old, and I had been indoctrinated with just Marine Corps bullshit for my entire life. So when I went away to college, I was like, you know what? I'm going to smoke weed and listen to hippie music and learn about world politics and study history and do everything that my dad didn't do. Ram that style. Are you Irish? I might be Irish. I don't know. Actually, Kelly's done my ancestry. I don't think I'm Irish. You haven't done mine. No, never mind. I lied. She hasn't done my ancestry. I'm like definitely Caucasian. I miss when grams were $20. Brother, I remember back in college, people were spending $50 on a slice. Not having to brush my hair is working for me. Yeah, I'm liking just twisting my hair and hoping that it eventually all turns into all these little, not that one, that one's bad. That one's bad too. I got some good ones, but those two are bad. Those two have been in there a little bit. They're just tiny babies. And I like having long hair. It pisses my boss off. We know you're... Hey, never assume. It makes an ass out of you and me. It's $5 a gram. Yeah, there's so much, like, there's probably like 8 dispensaries. Like, there's so many weed dispensaries around here. Luke, what up? Are you George Lucas? Dispensaries don't give out the seeds. Yeah, but the dispensaries here can sell clones. We have a lot of, like, we last year we just bought a bunch of clones. What is your job, if you may ask? I'm a FedEx driver. No, I am a regular package car driver. Is what my paycheck says. Yeah, I like Blue Dream, but I also I was a big Headband fan. Like, Headband has always been one of my favorites. Or 1:1. Like, I like the, like, balanced, more CBD to THC ratio. Like, I don't want to get, like, I don't know. I feel like dabs and everything now are like 98% fucking THC, and you're like, what is this even doing? I don't know. Do you eat chicken pot pie? I eat like homemade chicken pot pie. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not a huge pot pie fan. Like, the crust that's being soggy somewhere is just like not my faves. Not my faves. Did you know delivery driver is one of the deadliest jobs? And I would believe it. I'm on the road constantly, and like the probability of getting in an accident is going to be higher if you're on the road constantly. Like, I could see that. I could also see it having one of the highest divorce rates of any job. There's a guy I used to work with up north, and he had been divorced 3 times, just bought and built a brand new house that he had to redo because they did the foundation wrong, and got married for a 4th time. And I'm like, brother, I was like, you're really close to the end of, like, I'm actually not I'm not a FedEx driver. I am a UPS driver. I also like when people come up to me and they're like, hey, I heard FedEx and UPS are merging and you guys are going to be fed up. And I'm like, I'm fed up with that joke, buddy. Here's your box. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I'm the type of driver that it's like, I will go out of my way to make sure that, like, I bag your box. Like, I'm the guy that makes sure I look to see where your cars are parked to make sure I'm putting your package in front of the right door. Like, there's so many times where you'll see a package somewhere and you're like, brother, why did you put this here? Like, it's under a drip. You're literally like, you looked for the gutter and you put it under the gutter. What is wrong with you? Like, this is not a hard job, like in concept. It's physically difficult, mentally difficult, like, but the brain power it takes to put package by spot where footprints lead into is not hard. In my brain. Maybe it's just because I'm like so indoctrinated. No, my UPS truck would not survive a zombie apocalypse. Before I left up north, my like last year there, I was on the front page of the local town's news because my boss sent me out this road to help a person who was delivering out of their own vehicle. Because we do that. We like have people come and meet us in our trucks and take packages to deliver them during Christmas. I had 3 of my own packages left. For the first time ever, I wasn't going to have to work on New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve. I was going to have Christmas Eve off. I got stuck for 4 hours in the middle of a road that the police had shut down both ends. There was no power on that road for a week. There were 75-mile-an-hour gusts, and my truck was like going just like this. It was just a big square. And the only thing that saved me was the guy who in town who owned a convenience store showed up with a recovery strap and snapped my UPS truck out of there. It took him like 5 tries, and I mean, he snapped me out of there. My boss calls me after this 4 hours, and he's like, I just wanna make sure you're okay. I went home to my house, obviously, because I went home. The power on that side of town was out. I went home to a pitch black house. I had one window in my apartment. And like, I walked around my house with my cell phone, and I was just like, how did I get to this point in my life? Like, what have I done? It was a good time. It is a good company. They give medical to the part-time employees, and that is right. But it's also like, it's a grind. Like, I've been here 10 years. Like I said, the insurance is great. I had a $150,000 medical bill. My bill was $150. You know what I mean? Like, how can I not love that? But it's like, I've worked 60 hours the last 3 weeks in a row, and then there's no reason for it. UPS doesn't want to put more drivers on. We have 4 of our drivers from our building in other buildings just because they don't want to put more runs in ours. Like that's why a lot of people stay part-time. Do you get overtime? Anytime after 8 hours, overtime. So when I worked 14 hours the last 3 days straight, every one of those 6 hours, I got time and a half. But it's like, I lost $1,300 in taxes last week. Like, what the fudge? Like that, like, you know what I mean? At what point is there diminishing returns for me here? At what point did I work enough overtime to make the most I could before working overtime taxed me higher? You know, like, that's just like, it sucks. Thank you. Like, the thing is, like, it's great. Yeah, for Lyft. So you like drivers too, or like preloaders and stuff like that. Are you Jewish? No, I'm not. I'm a hippie. Crusty master. Crusty master. Crusty boy. Max out that 401k, avoid taxes. Yeah, I get that, but it's also one of those things where it's like, max my 401k out, but I don't know, it's just not that easy, I suppose. It's like, I'm lucky enough to have been able to buy a house. I have my vehicle. I have like a 13-year-old child. Like, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of like, it's like I got enough money in there, but it's like, what if the fucking market crashes? Like, what if all this stuff going on in Iran drives oil through the roof, and what if it does turn into another Iraq and we're over there 5 years, 6 years? Like, I don't know. I don't trust banks very much. Not saying that like I don't have money in a bank, because I obviously do, but like, and I still have money in my 401k. It's just like, there was a driver who I worked with that like just dropped dead like 3 weeks ago. Just out of nowhere, just dropped dead. Like my age. You know what I mean? It's like he maxed all of his 401k out. It's like he didn't get to use any of his retirement. Like, I don't know. I'd rather just use it and spend it, I guess, instead of like the potential for them to take it. Skill issue. Yeah. I mean, I guess he should have tried not dying. Like, I wake up every day and I try to not die. Like, that's usually my goal, but it's like sometimes like it's easier said than done. Random space junk. I don't know.
Did you unplug that?
Did I unplug what?
That thing?
The vape?
Yeah.
No, I didn't yet. I was looking for the battery bank.
It's right there, honey. I just plugged it in.
Yeah, I see it now.
It was all plugged in and everything.
The vape was?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I prefer using Newton's measurement system of girth times length times mass times radius of pi. I had an old lady that had a massive heart attack at my store and died when she... Okay, that's jacked up. There was when I lived up north, there was a bar attached like to my apartment, and it was a Chinese restaurant, and they had a back staircase, and they were doing closing, and a lady left out the back door, and no one went to check the back door, but she had slipped down the stairs, hurt herself, and froze to death in the glass like stairwell going down. Wild. Yeah. So it's like, dang, I don't know, like I couldn't even imagine. Yeah, once again, skill issue. Don't go out like don't go out the back door when no one's gonna check it. That's actually probably also the skill issue on the restaurant because they lived up above this restaurant. So it's like, what's your best UFO story? Um, I've had a few moments where I feel like I've encountered something that could have been a UFO, but then again, I also don't have the words to like articulate it. But I was driving. There's a Air Force base, or it's a decommissioned Air Force base called Loring, but it used to be the most heavily armed nuclear storage facility in the world. Like during the Cold War, this particular Air Force base flew B 52s 24 hours a day. They had one in the air for an entire year straight. And this place has always had UFO stories, like because of the nuclear weapons and shit. And but there's also like still some like I got really deep into like looking into all the like tax paperwork and like all the shit they would release every year, like the business plans of like what companies were still there in this. You found me? Sweet, Kev. That's awesome. I'm glad you found me. I've been looking for you. Have you ever seen a ghost? I don't think I've seen a ghost. My girlfriend tells me that she can talk to dead people, and I'm almost positive that she can. So, but ghosts are a little too spooky for me. I think I could deal with aliens before I could deal with ghosts. I'm a big believer in like energy, though. So it's like somebody's energy could still be like taking some sort of like metaphysical shape of their like energy, you know what I mean? Like each person is their own person. They're just in a meat pod, like this little vessel. So what's your best trip? What do you mean best trip? Like where's my best vacation? True. So it's like as long as that energy is moving through, like you could probably see them. And like I'm also like I don't know if you guys have ever heard about like this like infinite dimensions theory or infinite realities where it's like they're all kind of stacked on top of each other and we could be like popping in and out of different ones without really realizing it. And that's why like the Mandela effect and little things that have just like slight changes that were like that was a little weird, but we'd never notice like, hey cats, psst, psst, you're about to get the bottle of consequences, brother. Get back here. I don't know. There's lots of them. Depends on what your vibe is. I would say don't do any drugs. They're bad for your brain. They'll hurt you. But don't listen to Dare either, because Dare's a lie. But don't do anything. That's bad. That's what Jesus says. This Jesus. No, I'm not saying I'm Jesus. That's actually awful. I'm not religious, but that just didn't feel right. That feels awful. Coffee. I do like coffee. I am very, very ADHD, if you couldn't tell. So stimulating things like caffeine and whatnot are actually just probably beneficial. I could drink a cup of coffee and then go to bed. Like that wouldn't stop me. It's just like I go until I crash. Like I just run until I burn out. That's how I go. Smoke them if you got them. Use it if you got it. I appreciate all of you though. This has been a great conversation. I've had more fun chatting than this has been so much fun just going live and rambling for a while. So many different like people pop in and out and so many different topics and just little things that people just have to input, and like I don't get an experience like that very often. I don't think anybody probably does, so but I love to talk. So you seem like a nice guy. Hey, I appreciate that. I try to live with the mindset of do what you can for who you can when you can. Like I might not be nice. I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I would never treat anybody in a different manner than I would want to be treated. You know what I mean? Unless you give me a reason to treat you in a way like, you know what I mean? Like as silly as it is, like treat everybody as you want to be treated. I did want to be an elementary school teacher, so maybe that's why the whole like just be kind, like just be nice, like I don't know, having a child and just like seeing all the like wacky shit in the world, like cats, cut it out. As I say that, as I yell at my cats and beat them. I'm not proud of this, but I'm pretty sure I could beat those cats up. I'll go find my pair of stilettos, kick one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. My beard is confusing. My beard is confusing. It likes to V. Like it wants to do this like natural V thing, and I don't know why. But it's like it could be shaped well. I even tried to brush it. I have a brush right here to prove that I own one. And it just won't do it. One minute, let me go get a different brush. Don't get your hair in my beard brush. I need like they have like this straightener at Walmart I saw. It's like an ionic straightener, but I have no idea what that means. But every time I try to trim it, I like trim too much, or like I zap myself. Not zap, but like zoot myself too in a weird spot. I can't do things like mirrored. I struggle with that. Like I'll be in the mirror like this with my razor trying to turn it the right way, and I just can't do it. This dude zesty, this dude feisty. I'm consistently squirrely. That is different than zesty. Somebody is jealous of my facial hair, and I can feel it in my mustache. It's the Fent, man. Probably not Fent. I don't think that I would ever do anything that would work on a downer. I don't think that would be very fun. That seems like a bad idea. How am I ever going to talk this fast on Fent, dude? That ain't fun. Let me see. Looking for Randy Ayers, little bro. I don't know who Randy Ayers is. Who's that? Somebody I should know? Randy Ayers. No, Randy Avizrano came up, though. I don't know who the hell that is. Does anyone want to play Helldivers? Helldivers? Hey, fascist, catch. Ooh. So I had this like really funny thought for a comedy skit. Like I don't know if anybody like followed the Charlie Kirk thing or like any of the like weird stuff about the like Tyler Robinson carving on the bullets or whatnot. But I always wanted to. I thought it'd be funny to have a skit of being the police officer or the FBI agent that found all the bullets. That's like, if you read this, you're gay, and then he starts just having this panic attack where he feels like, am I gay? Am I gay? So he starts seeing just gay things everywhere, whatever that would mean. So he's just like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny. He just goes on this like spiral downwards just because he found this bullet that had something carved in it. Anyway, my phone's about to die. I've been on here for an hour and 2 minutes. I appreciate all of you. I'm going to go finally eat a piece of pizza without worrying about chewing with my mouth full. I'll probably be live tomorrow. I got a bunch of leather to burn on. See what that'll do with my laser engraver. But I eat sliced ham. I hope it is not cold, sweaty ham. You scared? Scared of what? I am scared of some things. Some things are spooky. Too spooky for me. I'm out. I might be back later, who knows? My phone is literally about to poop the bed, though. And my girlfriend scraped me a dab, so, you know. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for stopping by. And YouTube user, I might be a little scared. I just didn't want to tell you. I gotta get out of here.